Hey there, guys. So today we have another review, and this is another can of 10 Fidy. You might have seen I recently just reviewed this beer, but this is a different vintage. The last one I reviewed was about a year and a half old. It was from September of 13, I believe. This is a much older can. I don't know if I can show you this, but it is, sorry if you can't read that, it is 9/19/11. So this is about 3.5 years old. Yeah, 3.5 years old. Maybe I should have done a vertical or had them side by side. Either way, I had that can, and then now I thought to myself that I might as well have this can more recent than later, so that I have the other beer memory, pretty fresh. So I'm very curious to see, having had that beer pretty recently, how this stacks up with an extra 2 years on it. So let's dig in. So obviously the beer pours in that same motor oil kind of consistency. I'll pour it slowly. Yeah, it's pitch black. It's one of the darker beers stouts I've noticed when you pour it out. Really nice dark brown head on that. Good amount of carbonation. Let's get the aroma. Wow, that age is really nice on this beer. I'm starting to all of a sudden notice like these dark fruits, like sweet candied blueberries or something like that. Yeah, a touch of like candied berry kind of thing going on. Big amount of roast, rich dark chocolate. Still that kind of molasses kind of quality, and that kind of, but not as umami like. This time it just smells more bright and candy and sweet like. Yeah, I get that kind of molasses flavor, but it's really nice and sweet and chocolatey and a little bit hints of espresso. Cheers. Wow. Whoa. Yeah. Age sure does wonders for this beer. Wow, that's fantastic. Whoa. Up front, I get that bite that this beer has. It's molasses, kind of maybe even like a burnt flavor, a woodiness, a nice kick of that bitterness up front. But it's very subtle, or less, more subtle than when this beer is fresh. And then moves on to lots of dark chocolate, almost like dark chocolate brownie batter kind of thing, which is something you usually get in imperial stouts. But that's how rich this beer is. Really big amounts of wonderful chocolate flavor. Also some like coffee bitterness throughout, and that sweetness just rolls on and on and on. Yeah, there's a nice like theme of caramel sweetness throughout this beer, like but a really rich one, sort of like brown sugar, really darkly roasted caramel kind of flavor, almost even leaning towards toffee or something like that. And that bitterness on the end now in this beer is more light. It's less umami-like. It's less bitter in general. The age has sort of pulled the hops out, but they're still there. I just really like the sweetness in this beer, the lack of that kind of woodiness, and that touch of smoky umami thing that I get sometimes in fresh 1050. I would definitely age this. This is awesome with 3.5 years on it. Yeah, I don't know at what point it turns more like this than the year and a half old one, but yeah, I imagine somewhere around the 2-3 year range. This is incredible. So highly recommended. Definitely have your 1050 3.5 years on it. I haven't had an older can yet, but maybe I'll try to look out for one. Until next time, guys. Cheers. For me, this beer compared to the year and a half old one gets like maybe a point. So I think that would push it up to a 99 or 100 or something like that. Yeah. This with the age is easily one of the best imperial stouts on the market. 3.5 years is a good amount better than a year and a half. So until next time, guys. Cheers. Later.